The Hero's Journal. What is going on?
Picking up our voices.
Yeah, it seems like it. It seems as if our voices are being picked up.
Voices are registering with the microphone. There we are.
You know, I don't remember doing that many Ys, but I guess I did.
Whoa.
It's a lot of Ys. I don't remember that. I just did it. Like, I literally just did it. But I don't
There's a
remember.
lot of Ys. Maybe I think it shows up in Restream a little less aggressively as it does in Facebook.
You know, I was channeling my inner Oprah.
Also, I'm like hardly in the shot.
Yeah, I was really. Oh, it's because I think the camera got moved.
Maybe I hit it.
If you look at it, it's like really tilted directly at me.
I was like, wait, why does this look so weird? That's probably good. Maybe a little more. Okay, that's good.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. I have been known to be the star of the show.
You are the star of the show.
People saw Beans post.
Beans post. Big
Ooh.
beans. Spilling all the beans today with you guys.
You know, it's funny. I am weirdly like less comfortable streaming now that we only do it twice a week, and it's at the end of the week.
Yeah.
Such a long amount of time between.
It's true. It's kind of like you get bombarded by, it's like 2 in a row. It's like Friday afternoon, Saturday morning.
But like
Boom.
during Magic Month, it was so often. It was every other day we were hitting the stream.
We were hitting the stream pretty hard.
4 days.
4 times a week, yeah.
But I think it's probably good that we don't do that because we were the amount of times we lost our cool. Not cool.
What do you mean lost our cool?
We openly lost our ability to be coherent very often.
Yeah.
During the four a week, you know?
It's true. Yeah, it was certainly pretty difficult leading up to Kickstarter. Just a lot of things to work on, a lot of moving parts. Now that we're kind of like, I would say, in the final minutes of the third quarter of Kickstarter,
It's true.
we are a little more chill, a little more chilled out. But it'll probably pick up again here.
Yeah.
Here soon. But
LL was saying that we're very real during Magic Month. We were the realest we've probably ever been.
hopefully
Yeah.
we continue to be real. That's the whole point of live streams.
Yeah.
You know,
the realest.
You can't edit it anyway.
It's true.
Why try and pretend?
You may as well be off the walls a little bit.
Yeah.
We got some exciting news today. We made the final decision today.
We're on YouTube, right? We're on
Yeah,
YouTube.
we're on
Okay,
YouTube.
I'm gonna pop over to YouTube.
We got one comment, I think.
Make sure YouTube's.
Oh, we got 2.
hustling and bustling.
What coffee should I get at Zoka? Ooh, are you on the internet? I'm guessing you're on their website, aren't you? Well, let's look together.
So let's address the elephant in the room,
Or the mouse, I guess.
or the thing that elephants are afraid of, which is mice. We announced officially that we are potentially doing plushie keychains, which I'm going to be honest, for whatever reason, people have been going absolutely bonkers about in the Heroes Quarters. People are like demanding a plushie. They want it so bad. And the truth is, guys, they're hard to make because it really complicates our shipping.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice, a lot of these stretch goal items are like smaller things. They're things that won't affect, like parcel shipping. But a plushie,
It's a large item.
it can be a large item. So we opted for the smaller version, which would be a keychain. And, hopefully if we do hit 300,000, it'll be amazing. I mean, that would be crazy. And we would just have to figure it out. That's kind of what we decided on. One thing that I think is flying under the radar is the excitement that every single journal will get a pen, because a lot of people have been asking if they can get additional IMA pens, and we've kind of said no, But this is a great way for, say that you're someone who, maybe you and a spouse, for instance, or you and a friend backed the Classmates bundle, together. Now you will each kind of get your own pin. So that's something that I'm really excited about, actually. And yeah, maybe it'll encourage some people to bump up their pledge.
It's true.
Who knows? Who knows?
People are very passionate about the mice.
I know. There's odd kind of like fandom about the mice. But that's totally okay. We're all about fandom here anyway. So
John made a really specific and a really great comment. John said, "I can't wait to take away the castle mice not shipped in the Kickstarter." Because you know how there's that little Ryan put that little cheeky little thing, castle mice not included with the Kickstarter. He wants to get rid of that because they would be then.
We will have to update that graphic.
Yes, which is good. You guys have made us update a lot of graphics.
I know. I'm looking at the amount of updates we're doing, and it's we're doing an update every 2 or 3 days with a new stretch goal unlocked or a new thing to announce, which I love. I'm all for it.
It's true.
LL, just to clarify, so she said every single journal will get a pin, not just one per order. That is exactly right.
That is the $250,000 stretch goal.
Yeah. Yeah, if we can do the $250,000 stretch goal, which I think we can.
I think so too.
Then yeah, every single journal will come with an IMA pin. We are in the now. There's been a lot of questions about this. We've been a little slow to answer because we're not totally sure yet. Remember, the stretch goal things are. It's we have to move rapidly. We have to move in real time because when they get unlocked, we have to start figuring out how we're going to fulfill them, how we're going to source them, manufacture them, how we're going to announce it. All that stuff happens really fast. One of the things we aren't 100% sure on is whether we are going to do fountain pens or do rollerball pens.
It's true.
The supplier, is able to make both of them. I think that we're pretty set on doing the wood on the left, which is a little more, I guess, a natural wood, kind of matches the table more so than the cherry red look. I know a lot of people like that, but that's the one I was leaning towards anyway, and I think people voted in that direction, although it was pretty close. So I don't know. Maybe there's a way that we can kind of offer both. But anyway, what I'm really trying to talk about is whether we want to do a fountain pen or a rollerball pen.
We are going to be talking about writing pens for the entirety of this conversation. Well, people are talking about whether it's a pen or a pen.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
We will as of right now, we are talking about pens. Writing a pen.
P-E-N.
If we switch over to enamel pins, we'll talk about them as enamel pins. But right now we are talking about pens in writing.
Did we read this comment, Lorena? So
no.
Lorena dropped a comment on Facebook. She said, "Hey, Hero Journal team, I just got word that I got my dream job at a tech company, and your journal helped me get there. Step by step, my quest is finished."
Let's go. That's so exciting. Congratulations.
That's amazing. Hopefully the claps aren't obnoxiously loud in the microphone, but you deserve a clap.
You don't just deserve a clap. You deserve an obnoxiously loud clap. It's in a microphone.
You deserve a amplified clap. That is incredible. I love that. See, this is actually something that we are working on as a team is how do we capture these stories?
Yeah.
How do we embody them, almost eternalize them in a library, in a hall of heroes where we kind of keep all the stories of people who have finished their quest. It's not just about setting out, it's about finishing. So we want to collect, the stories of all the heroes that come and go.
It's true.
So that's really important to us. We're working on it. And Lorena, if you would, we would love to hear more about your story. I don't know if you have time to say more about it, but yeah.
Yeah. And if you would, we would even be willing potentially to read your story on our podcast. So if you want to really wax eloquent, we can read it for the world.
Yeah.
And if you're uncomfortable with that, then then we don't have to do that. But if that's something that excites you, we'd love to read it for everybody.
Yeah.
Jimmy's popping in to celebrate with you all. Thank you, Jimmy. It's good to see you.
Yes. Good to see you, Jimmy. Hope you're doing well.
So tomorrow, this was a point of contention last live stream, was whether or not I could get back by 11. We're going to try.
Oh, that starts tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to try. We're going to try to. But I found out that the season's only a month. It's only 4 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
How many meets are they going to have? 3 meets?
Yeah.
Wow.
and we're hosting 2 of them. So,
Which is a lot more work, right?
yeah, but it's only 4 weeks because they're fitting in an entire year of athletics into from now until June
For everyone.
for all of their whole school, every
So
sport.
do they not have any sports? So by the way, so Kyle is so a year ago, or like a year and a half ago,
Yeah,
during the regular sports season before the pandemic, Kyle was coaching at a middle school, high school, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. High school cross country team. Kyle ran cross country in college, so, he loves being around the sport. So he was coaching there before the pandemic. The season ended, and then the new year rolled around, and so did a pandemic. So they pushed the track season in all sports,
yeah,
and school, like basically months and months out in advance, and did remote learning and all that stuff. And they're just now kind of trying to catch up everything. And so it's that's why everything's so, kind of cramped together.
yeah.
So all the sports,
Every sport,
how does that work?
they're doing 4-week seasons. So
For
it's
all
like-
of them.
For all of them.
But don't they have to share facilities? Like, doesn't the football team and the soccer team have to share like a field or
Well,
like,
so that's the thing. So they're going sport by sport. So it's like the fall season is this 4 weeks, and then after that,
Is
like
the
wrestling
next-
starts right away.
that is craziness.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, anyways,
Good for the kid. At least they're getting something.
it's true. And they're I probably won't be helping with track, but there's optional conditionings that you can go to on Tuesdays and Thursday nights. So I might be able to go do that, which is really cool.
Tuesday nights would be ideal.
Yeah, because it's at 7 p.m.,
There you go.
which is outside of the time.
Yeah, we don't live stream usually at 7 p.m. on Tuesdays. I love that Tommy consistently comes in here every single live stream and goes, man, I'd love one of those slip cases.
Oh, yeah.
We would love to have more of them to sell. We would love to have more of them to send to people. I mean, this is like, we have like 3 left. Actually, I don't know if we have any left that aren't being like used. So
Yeah.
one day.
I've been racking my brain around. Is that the right phrase? Racking my brain around. How we would do it in a more efficient and larger scale, and I don't know how yet. But
Yeah, one of the hard parts is we went with a local, and I mean local woodworker, like someone who does this on the side, and we basically gave them a massive order, or
I
what
thought you were gonna
felt
say $1
like-
million.
no, we gave them a huge order for the amount of manpower they have. We basically said, hey, make us 50 of these, which is that's like the Super Bowl for them. So asking to make what we would usually be able to sell, or at least be able to store, I think would overwhelm them. So we'll probably have to find a new supplier. In fact, it may even look different, feel different. It could be even like a different product. But to Lorena's point earlier, the hero that finished her quest, the quests that people set out on, that heroes set out on and finish and complete, deserve to be remembered. And the journey that heroes take to get to what they want is extremely important to us. And so we want to create, like slipcases or like bookends or really pretty places to store those journeys, to store those memories, and to encapsulate those, not encapsulate, I don't know what the right word is, but to basically just to store those stories in good places so they don't get forgotten. And every time you look at a slipcase or look at, some bookends or whatever it might be, you are proud, and you remember, in Lorena's case, oh yeah, I worked really hard and I set an intention and I accomplished my quest. So yeah, it's a really important part of I think what we believe. And so having a longer term holding place for everything would be our gold standard. So we're working towards it, Tommy, I promise. Super long-winded, sorry.
A couple comments super interesting in here. First of all, we got Tennille hooked on fountain pens.
Me too.
We were Tennille's first fountain pen. Tennille now has 15 fountain pens.
Oh, okay. Maybe not. Maybe you took it and ran with it a little bit more than I did.
But in different jars of ink and stuff, really getting after
Really?
it. Yeah.
Tennille, I'm curious, and this definitely goes out to all the pen people because I don't think we have a definitive answer yet. What do you think is the best performing ink for the fountain pen that we sent out? I know it's not the nicest fountain pen. I know that the fountain pen price range and quality goes to the roof. for collectors and aficionados, but just for the ones that we sent out to, thousands of heroes. I want to know, like, what do you think is the best ink?
This is where they get their pens from, the gouletpen.com, and they're crazy. Look at this. I actually really like their homepage. Their homepage is really great, and I like this because it's a fountain pen, but it seems so practical.
Yeah,
this feels like the kind of pen that I would really use every day.
The Lamy Safari.
Yeah, and look at that Savannah green. It's pretty cool.
Look at that.
Anyways, just doing some e-commerce shopping while
seriously
live streaming. Oh, we had a question. We had a question on YouTube that I want to answer. Nessie on YouTube asked, "Do add-ons count towards the total for the stretch goals?" Yes, they
sure
do.
do. Yeah, Kickstarter factors in pretty much everything. Add-ons, shipping cost, everything that you are seeing in our campaign number is pretty much everything that will be charged. You could make some arguments about like international shipping costs, but that's definitely factored outside of Kickstarter, like VAT and all that terrible thing.
Devora, I hope that your invisible ink didn't accidentally get mixed with our invisible ink that we sent the pen with.
Nice, because we didn't send any ink. Because we're terrified of ink exploding all over a journal.
I like Noodler's ink, probably because their jar art is randomly fun. I like random and fun. Also, hi Jamie. I liked the comment because I wasn't able to say anything at the moment, but now that I saw it out of the corner of my eye on Nick's screen, I can say hello. So hello.
Hey Jamie. See, Tommy's really pushing. He's really pushing for this. For a way to display the quests of heroes. And I get it. I'm on your team, Tommy. I want to do something really cool too.
Yeah, we have a lot of questions going on right now.
Hit me with one.
Well, just people talking about fountain pen information, talking about cartridges, talking about what we have is called. Is it injection? No, it's what's the ink process called?
I don't know. I think someone here could probably help us out. It's the kind where you dip the nib of the tip into like an ink, and then you like twist it up and then it fills. I don't know what that's called. Maybe like vacuum sealed. I don't know. Now I feel like I'm talking about Flex Seal.
Right? It feels like an injection style.
It's a deep world. I mean, like there's so much nuance when it comes to fountain pens that I feel so dumb when I start talking about them because I don't want to say the wrong thing.
It looks like dip pen is the correct, which makes sense.
Yep, you dip it. I just said that, so you're totally right.
Or piston, divorced piston feels like a piston.
Converter, piston. I mean, maybe this is why it's so.
No.
Oh wait,
LL was commenting on her own.
Oh, sorry.
It did seem like LL was referring to it.
My fault.
With a converter.
My fault. I do believe the rollerball pens will come with ink, and they will come with like a cartridge.
Oh, it is an ink converter. I was wrong.
Not vacuum. Converter. It's a cartridge converter.
Wait, it's not a dip pen.
Oh no. Oh yeah, a dip pen is like that would be like a quill. Is that right? Like a quill pen. Is that right? Am I just confusing people more and more?
100%. See, this is why we don't call ourselves a pen company. Is because there's so much information about pens. We hope that we made a pen that was good enough that you can enjoy writing with it.
Right.
But by no means is a part of deep canon of best pens.
Yeah, so I use the fountain pen almost every day, and I enjoy it. I can already tell that there is probably better fountain pen options out there, but just writing with the fountain pen is already a much better experience than writing with like a typical like G2 pen or something like that. It's definitely a little different, but I don't know. It gives me this feeling that like I'm using a journal like nothing else I've ever used before, and I'm using a pen like no other pen I've used before, and those two like visceral things mixed together makes for a really special experience when I'm journaling. Like it makes like my to-do list stick more. It makes my gratitudes feel more impactful, my allies, my enemies, all that stuff. Even the things I commit to do for the day feel more important because I'm using these like kind of out of the ordinary tools. So anyway, that was kind of the whole point with the pen, I think. And hopefully the IMA pen does that as well.
It's true. When I use a fountain pen, if I'm not being really careful, instead of it sticking, it smears. So
yeah.
Any lefty fountain pen users out there, give me a shout, because you have to really think about it. You have to like really, really be careful when writing with the pen.
So Amy just said, wait, there's plushies. And I think that we should describe what we announced today.
Yeah.
Just a quick run through. So first of all, hi, Amy. We did a big announcement today. So we hit our $175,000 stretch goal, which is unlocking the Kickstart Wizard enamel pen. It's got twig and he has like a wizard's hat and medal on. It's just for a Kickstarter exclusive. Going forward, because we have 13 days of the campaign left and because we have so many exciting things we want to do, we just decided to announce all of them. All of the potential stretch goals. So at 200,000, which we're coming up on slowly, we're like $20,000 away from. At 200,000, we will do Story Magic Academy postcards that will come along with every single pledge. And then at 250, we will do IMA pens for every single journal. So right now, the IMA pen is just one per backer. And so if we hit the $250 stretch goal, it would make it so that every single journal comes with its own pen. Special custom Story Magic Academy pen. Then if we do 300,000, we will unlock the coveted Castle Mice plushie keychain. Castle Mice plushie keychain. That's hard to say.
It's a tongue twister for sure.
Yeah. So that is the quick rundown of what's going on with the campaign currently. We have 13 days left. That's plenty of time to hit, 300,000 and even beyond. So yeah, it's definitely possible.
They have lefty nibs. They have special nibs for lefties.
Really?
That's what Tino just
pretty
said.
Cool.
I want to have a special lefty nib. I feel like it's a weird thing to say though.
A lefty nib.
Please tell me the plushies are the castle mice. It is a castle mouse.
Yeah.
It's not going to be multiple. I think it's just one, so it would be a castle mouse.
Yeah, you're right.
Which would be a member of the castle mice.
Yes. Castle Mouse plushie keychain. Yeah. We have a ways to go, but it's certainly possible. Mm-hmm. And I would love nothing more than to hit the 300,000 mark and then start manufacturing these like custom Castle Mice plushies. I would love to make that dream come true. I really would.
How big? We don't know yet, but probably big enough.
Yeah, we're not sure.
They'll probably be the size that won't bother you on a keychain, but will remind you that you're the hero of your life. Boom.
Damn.
How does he do it?
How does he do it, man?
Gosh, this guy's so good.
Here's the thing, guys. Like, if we were to do this Kickstarter over again, we would probably already know what the stretch goals were before we hit launch. It was our first time ever doing stretch goals. And I think we would have approached it a little bit differently because right now it's kind of like we hit a stretch goal and then we scramble to figure out what the next one's going to be.
Yeah. And
hopefully the experience on your guys' end hasn't felt that way, but on our end, I think we've been a little bit like, we've made it kind of hard on ourselves in ways that we wouldn't have necessarily needed to. So in the future, if we ever do a Kickstarter again, it might look a little bit different on the stretch goal side. But hey, for now, we're focused on this campaign and we're still having fun. Still having fun.
I know I didn't have my radio announcer voice going on with the thing.
It's true.
Oh,
That's funny. So Amy just asked a leading question. She goes, Nick, what's the orange thing on the shelf behind you? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's actually salmon colored. This is a gift that was sent to us by none other than Amy, who is the one that asked the question. And she actually sent me, Kyle, and Zach our own own like resin, like medallion pucks. I'm not sure what you would call them. She also wrote us a really thoughtful handwritten note,
which is on our mantle, by the way.
Which is on our mantle, along with if anyone sends us mail that's handwritten and like a note, something kind, it's on the mantle. I guarantee it.
For now, until
there's no more room.
Yeah. So if you want to be a part of it,
yeah, we have like Christmas cards up there. We have
I think LL has one up there.
LL has one up there. Tanya has one up there. Juliana has one up there. So yeah, really nice things. Anyway, that's what this is. There's like a dragon on it. It's all sparkly. She asked us what our favorite colors were, like a month and a half ago, and we answered, and then she sent us these pucks a few weeks later. So we love them. They're super cool. They feel really good in my hand. Maybe I'll hold on to it for the rest of the live stream.
LL said the process of random stretch goals happening has been terrifically fun, by the way. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you have enjoyed that so far. We have tried our best to make sure it's as smooth of a process as possible. But
yeah,
and everyone's saying that they haven't really noticed that it's that off the top. I mean, for the most part, actually, there's stuff we've talked about before, and it's things that we know how to make, right? Like we know how to make pens, we know how to make bookmarks, we know how to make postcards. We're already making pins, so adding a new pin was it took a little bit of time, but it wasn't like crazy, you know.
Yeah, I mean, thank goodness we had November, the Royal Purple release in our back pocket, because it was kind of a way for us to learn how to manage timelines and delivery expectations for multiple products to be delivered, if that makes sense. Like for a long time in our business, all we were doing was like releasing journals and shipping them. But things get really complicated once you start making candles and pens, stickers, enamel pens, like things get much more complicated, and shipping also gets more complicated. So if we didn't have those seasons, those training wheels of like how to go from start to finish, how to fulfill every single order on time, how to keep that promise, this would be much more difficult. And it's already hard. It really is. But yeah, I think we're doing okay.
And also, like, another consideration is we're also trying to maintain these things on a budget, right? We don't have unlimited amount of money. So we're trying to make sure that we're doing things that are really high quality, but we're also able to make sure that we're not going to run out of money.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, it's kind of a fun game where it's a little bit of a tightrope, and I would say, it's been a really enjoyable thing to do.
Tightrope is a great metaphor. Cause I mean, we've said this before, but like the way Kickstarter works is you don't get paid. You don't collect any of the funds until I think 14 or so days after the campaign closes. So, you know, roughly you are looking at, as a business, you know, dumping a lot of funds and dumping a lot of time and energy into something that you're not going to see returns on, you know, for 6 weeks. So, you know, we did the math. We're okay. We're not like drowning or freaking out or anything like that, but it's a little bit of like a leap of faith.
It's true.
And you got to be careful.
Yeah.
Business Tetris.
We've had some people mention that we didn't actually close our store, which was something we were planning on doing, but has actually helped keep us afloat. And we totally like, we weren't, I think the reason we kept it open was because we realized, we sell a product that is used to help people organize their lives. Yeah. And we're going to try our best to have them available at all times. And that's more important than like having an additional $5,000 on a Kickstarter. Yeah. If that means that people can start their quest yesterday or today or tomorrow, something like that.
Also, I mean, this is a smaller point to be transparent, but like we do have one person that we pay to pack journals, and it helps provide them with a paycheck, you know, in a 30-day span that would typically have no work for them. So, so yeah, so I think that's a nice thing. That makes us feel good as business owners, as well as like providing a paycheck for people, even though we would have an excuse to maybe not. Like, we're still going to do that. So yeah.
Yeah. It's funny if you, now that we've had this conversation, you're gonna look at all the stretch goals and you'll realize they're all like really small and they're like able to be. We don't have to do multiple shipments and all this stuff and that's a large part of it. One thing I'm super excited about, this is something we haven't mentioned, is that if you do an add-on on our Kickstarter, like we're gonna ship those in April because we already have the journals. Like if you do a current Heroes journal as an add-on, we will ship those as soon as we have your shipping information.
If you're in the U.S. or Canada.
If you're in the U.S.
Yeah.
Just the U.S.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I think some of the... Okay, anyway. So, yeah. So, if you are in the U.S., essentially you will get your add-on items earlier than your Kickstarter item. We are slated to deliver Kickstarter, journals, companion journals, maps, stickers, all that stuff in June, hopefully, with maybe some wiggle room for July. But for all the add-on items, all of the, like current journals, Sword and Circle pen, the Land of Astoria map, all that stuff, to Kyle's point, will be delivered in April if you're in the U.S., which is a majority of the Kickstarter backers anyway. I'm
going to answer some questions on YouTube.
Cool.
Michelle said I'm wearing their favorite shirt, so thank you. It was actually I borrowed it from my friend.
Yeah, you have a full suit.
I got the full pink suit.
Yeah, it's like a whole tracksuit. It actually is really cool.
Apple Chime said, "Have you thought about adding a pocket in the back of the journal, like to keep loose paper?" It's been a consideration of ours. I think more of like maybe having a cover that has a pocket in the cover.
Yeah,
but it's a really good point. People said yes, pockets.
Pockets would be really great.
And then RG said, "Castle Might Yay. They need little accessories like capes. That would be pretty fun." I would love it if we made like a castle mouse, but it was like dressed like Superman and it was on your keychain and it was like flying. It'd be kind of funny.
Yeah.
That's not going to be what's going to happen. I was just saying that'd be funny.
The castle mice are like this low key celebrities of this journal.
Oh yeah.
And they, for good reason.
And then Zilla Latte said, "Can we get info on the ink that will be needed for the pens? Love that you are doing a great job with thinking details and keeping it real." Well, thank you. We try to keep it as real gets. And as for ink, we sent out a link from an Amazon one.
An ink link.
The ink link.
Yes.
Like the inklings.
An inkling of the ink link would be something like www.linkfortheink.com.
No, it'd be ink.ink. Could you do a .ink?
I don't see why not.
Anyways, we will send out information once the pens are out, but we'll probably source. Now that this is our second round of pens, we'll probably source ink this time from people who have used our pens in the past. Does that seem like a good answer?
Yes.
That is a good answer as it refers to the ink link.
So Meredith asked, is a Sword and Circle pen an add-on? It sure is. We also had a question about add-on. How do you even do an add-on? And I'm actually really glad. I'm trying to figure out who asked it. I believe it was Eric. So Eric Hill asked, how do you even do an add-on? Which is a good question because it's actually not super intuitive. It's still a new feature on Kickstarter. So just quickly, I'll walk you through how to do it. So go to the campaign, just homepage of the campaign where the video is and all that stuff. If you have already pledged to the campaign, which by the way, that's the only way to do an add-on. You can't just add an add-on if you haven't pledged. So click Manage Your Pledge, and then just click the same pledge level, and then you will see it'll kind of take you to like a checkout page almost is kind of what it feels like. And there will be the add-ons. You can add as many as you want. You'll see all the 4 colors of the Heroes Journal. You will see the Sword and Circle fountain pen, the Map of Astoria. We even put together a little like a legacy goodies bundle that has pins. Enamel pins. It has the fountain pen, map, all that stuff. So that is how you do the add-ons. Go to Manage Your Pledge, Pledge Manager, Manage My Pledge, pledge the same level, and then do the add-ons from there. It's a little tricky, but you can do it.
What's exciting is we are in 3 weeks. I got the team an Airbnb in Leavenworth, which is like a cool little German town, in the mountains here in Washington, And we're gonna do a live stream from the retreat.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to. I mean,
It's true.
It's gonna be on
It'll
a Friday and a Saturday. Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah, so we're gonna do Free Journal Friday from. It might have to be a little bit later because it's 2.5 hours away. So we might have to do like a 4 p.m. kind of thing.
Do we check in on Friday?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So.
We'll pre-record it.
Yeah, I'm working. I worked on the itinerary, so we'll work on a couple. Anyways,
it's like our first team retreat.
Yeah,
it's our first company retreat ever.
Yeah, it's not the whole company. It's only people who live in the house.
That's true.
Yeah. But it is. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I think I'm super excited for it. I think there's a lot of things that, a lot of really great things that are gonna be born out of that weekend. But part of that is we will be doing a live stream from the retreat in the cabin in the woods because it has Wi-Fi. I checked. So, yeah, that's Washington for you. You have cabins in the woods, but they also have Wi-Fi because we're both in the wilderness, but also a tech hub.
Yeah. So we're pretty excited. We need a break. We need just like a little bit of time to decompress and plan for what's next.
Yeah.
Kickstarter was a really big push for us, and I think we're all in good spirits. No one's like dying. But I think, we just need to like set our sights on what the next thing for 2021 is.
Mm-hmm.
And I guarantee you guys, it will be awesome.
Yeah.
Because we make awesome things.
We're forcing everyone to take a vacation beforehand too. So
that's true.
We're aside. Yeah. I think we're gonna keep shipping.
Where are you going? Are you going anywhere?
Yeah. I'm going to Leavenworth.
That's right. You're gonna be there for like a whole week.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I'm gonna be in the woods.
Go to San Diego. I haven't told you that yet.
You're going to San Diego?
Yeah.
San Diego.
San Diego. I've never been to San Diego before.
Really?
Can you believe that?
Look at that.
Been to California a handful of times. Never been all the way south.
I saw you Airbnb-ing when I opened up your door.
You know, I was looking at Airbnbs. Didn't end up going with the Airbnb. Just went with a good old-fashioned hotel.
Are you and Hannah going, or are you going by yourself?
Yep.
Nice.
And MJ.
And MJ.
Yeah.
MJ's first little trip.
Yeah. Pretty fun.
That's great.
My girlfriend and her dog, little Boston Terrier, are going on a trip to San Diego. Hopefully it's sunny and we can relax and just enjoy the sun.
Tennille asks, is it going to be the practice run of the Hojo conference?
I'll be touring some convention centers down there.
I think you're talking about the retreat, but
oh yeah, that too.
Sorry.
I like the idea of like going to San Diego to tour a huge convention center and just being like, it's not big enough. I just don't see it fitting everyone that we need to.
Do you know what's crazy though? Is the cabin I'm going to for the first few days it's off the grid. There's no Wi-Fi.
That's terrifying.
But it comes with it has a DVD player and they have a ton of DVDs there. Got some books and you get great cell service.
It's kind of scary.
I talked to the
there's great cell service.
The Airbnb person, they were like, yeah, he's like, I couldn't get the company to come out and wire it, but like everyone just uses a hotspot on their phone.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
But yeah, as
long as you're not absolutely unreachable. Like what happens if an emergency happens?
Or there's cell service, there's no Wi-Fi. I'm gonna be like off the grid. It's like it's gonna be like
that's cool.
I'm gonna bring like my hope is to read like 4 books. Maybe one book. Probably one book. Yeah. But yeah. I don't know.
That's cool. I love that.
Look at us just dreaming about our vacations.
I know. Who'd have
while
thought?
we're working.
Who'd have thought?
It's warm in San Diego. Bring sunscreen. That's what Jennifer said. It's true. San Diego is warm.
I hope so. I need some sun in my life. I have a question for the good of the order.
Ooh, for the good of the order, you say?
Yeah, I just like to say that. So, if you were like, let's say you didn't know what the Hero's Journal was, and you were perusing a retail store, and let's try and pretend that this is post-COVID and things are sanitary and safe, and there's not a pandemic
because it's for the good of the order.
Right, of course. You walk down an aisle, and you see the Hero's Journal for the first time on display. It's amazing. It's so exciting. It pops off the shelf. Here's the question. What store are you in? What store are you in? I want to know. Is it like a big box store? Is it like the mall? Is it is it a boutique? Is it local? Is it chain? Is it, what is it? I want to know.
Sorry, I missed the beginning part of it.
I'm basically asking the question:
Where are you
if
gonna see the
you
Heroes
if you
Journal?
had to pick a retail location, a retail store that you would want to see the Heroes Journal in, what would that be?
Barnes
Barnes and
Noble.
Noble. Great
It was
answer.
funny. One of my athletes was
Michaels.
like,
Michaels just got bought, by the way.
really?
$5 billion.
They got bought for $1 billion, huh?
Yeah, they've had a really good time. I don't know why I'm
Paper Source.
Paper Source. That's an interesting answer.
The HJ coffee shop. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see.
Trick question. Leslie nailed it. You guys aren't loyal. I knew it. I'm just kidding. That's it was a test. Just kidding. Miriam says every possible bookstore, which is cool because she is international. The Tattered Cover. I don't know what that is. It sounds like a local bookstore. That's a cool name for
It's
a
a really
bookstore.
cool name.
BNN.
Yeah.
Barnes and Noble.
LL and I are gonna have off the stream conversation about books I should read.
Ooh.
So
I think you should read Shoe Dog.
I should get Shoe Dog.
Yeah. I feel like I'm reading like your book. It feels like this is a cow book.
It's so
I'm not that far into it though.
I've been suggested Shoe Dog so many times. I just haven't done it.
Yeah. I've been kind of at a loss for what to read lately, and I just hopped on that one. And by read I mean Audible because I'm a phony.
At first, LL, I thought you were saying it would be great in Target, but LL said it'd be great to target local independent bookstores. I think so too. My only concern is that that it would be like a weird buying process, and it would end up being negative for both parties. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I think at first we have to sell on consignment.
Yeah.
And then
if it's local.
Yeah. There's just like a lot of retail issues that I could foresee. But anyways.
Getting a lot of Barnes and Nobles. Getting a lot of Target.
Also,
Hot Topic. Interesting. I could see a Hot Topic work.
here's something I want to have a conversation about. We have 15 minutes. Because we have a meeting at 3. We have a hard stop at 3, as people say.
So dumb. But we do. We actually do have a meeting at 3.
Seriously, it's such a big time.
It's extremely hard stop.
And we're doing a hackathon later, which is super exciting.
Yeah.
Today's a good day.
Yeah, we have a lot of things to do.
LL, I have started watching Firefly. I watched the first 2 episodes.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's all right.
That's exciting.
I
Putting that off for almost a year.
I know, right? It's on Hulu.
Wow.
So I started watching it. Anyways, so the Heroes Journal hopes to get charitable. Like, let's get charitable a little bit.
Like we're sitting in a chair?
Yeah, sure. No. We're hoping to give away some, like, to like an organization who could use the Heroes Journal for good. I think we would love to make a charitable contribution of actual Heroes Journals to organization. If you are a part of or know of an organization that would benefit from a contribution of Heroes Journals, send us a message. We are hoping to do something along that line. We have been so fortunate to get the support of the community and everyone that we want to give back. So if you have an organization, let us know. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
I kind of mumbled through that.
I was half listening to it. I was reading. I was trying to catch up on those comments. I'm trying to take mental inventory of how many people are saying what different retailers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. It's really cool to sell a product that I think can genuinely do good in people's lives, which means that donating that product itself can just be a good donation.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of them. So
yeah,
Big Brothers, Big Sisters would be great. Once again, and John, if you're in here or you're watching this later, maybe we can make like a sign up form or something like that. But we would love to hear a pitch for a local organization that you guys love. So let me know. We need to do something. We need to do something that we promised.
Yeah.
And that is the giveaway.
If you could all shift your attention to the title of the live stream, you will see that it is Free Journal Friday. It is a new tradition here at the Heroes Journal where every Friday we give away a free journal. Currently, we're not giving away any Astoria Magic Academy journals. Those are exclusive for the Kickstarter heroes. But hey, if you are interested in getting one of these guys in your collection, then go ahead, fill out the form that is pinned comment there. It's on YouTube and Facebook. Then you will be entered to win a free journal, which we're going to do the drawing. Now, there are some new rules. There's some new rules based on the last couple weeks, which has really been the first time we've ever done this. So we've learned a little bit. Here's what we've learned. Whenever we call out someone's name and they don't respond in the comments, it's kind of a bummer for everyone. And it can make our job almost impossible on the back end to hunt that person down.
True.
Truth be told, we do have some people that come in here, drop their name, and dip out. So, first of all, not cool. Second of all, we are going to need you to respond in the comments. And I think you have 2 minutes. How much time is it? It's 120 seconds? Or 90 seconds? But are we going to put up a clock? I don't think we are.
No, I'll put one on my... And then we'll all count together.
It's basically, the game isn't over once your name gets drawn. You have to claim it. You got to claim it in the comments. We'll be watching YouTube and Facebook to make sure we don't miss your comment. But we will be counting down. And if you don't claim it, then we will draw again. So that is how Free Journal Friday works.
Sorry.
Cool.
We had 2 suggestions for a NaNoWriMo, which is NaNoWriMo, which looks really cool. It's a writing nonprofit. Anyways,
cool.
For those of you who suggest that, it's a really good idea. I'll look into it.
Sweet. Target, Art Store, Barnes & Noble. That's a really good sample size for basically what everyone said here.
Yeah. On my comment about Target was mentioned a few times on YouTube. I think Target would be great. I think people love Target.
We love Target. I don't know why I said it like that.
Hey guys,
I said it like
love Target.
I said it like we're getting married and our registry is all Target stuff.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
Oh man, we just love Target.
We just love Target. Oh man,
we have a winner, by the way. I don't know if you know that.
We do.
We have a winner.
Okay. So it's already been drawn, and we have to go in. We have to go in like 10 minutes. So we're gonna do the drawing now. Here we go. Are you guys ready for the Free Journal Friday giveaway? Let's do a big drum roll while Kyle puts on a timer for 1 minute and 30 seconds.
You know what's crazy?
Which means you have 90 seconds.
How much did you say?
I said 120, but I like 90.
You know what's crazy?
What?
Is that the 90-second timer YouTube video is 1 minute and 45 seconds.
Confusing.
It's confusing.
Pretty confusing.
All right.
There's some grace period. Okay, so do you want to make the announcement in your voice? I know you do.
The winner of Friday, Free Journal Friday, is Cooper Savara.
Cooper Savara, come on down and claim your free journal. Here, flip it around. The clock is ticking according to Kyle's laptop here. You can see the countdown. It's right there. It's going.
We need this, though.
It's going down. Oh, I gotta check it out. Okay. We're looking for Cooper. We're looking for a Cooper. I don't see a Cooper yet. No Cooper yet.
Cooper.
Congratulations, Cooper. Come on down. There's a little bit of a delay.
Maybe on YouTube.
There's a little bit.
We got Barnes & Noble, not Cooper. Barnes & Noble.
Not Cooper. Still getting suggestions for retail locations. Looking for Cooper. I'm always so afraid that someone's going to be driving and they're going to like have to pull over or something like that to claim their free journal.
Yeah!
Cooper, there he is. Cooper had 30 seconds to spare.
Oh, yeah.
You could have made us sweat a little bit longer, but you didn't. Congratulations, Cooper. You are here, and we will be sending you the Heroes Journal for free per the terms and conditions of Free Journal Friday.
Wait, also, Cooper, are you in the United States of America?
Yeah, that is important.
Former acting intern. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
That's really cool.
We just hovered on your like your Facebook name, and it gave us like the random information it gives you about someone's profile. Anyway, Cooper's here. It looks like can I pin this? Is that okay?
Sure. But
I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter.
actually, can you pin? I'm gonna pin something, so you can't pin that because I need to pin something.
Okay, sorry.
I'm the pin person here. Okay.
I'm the pin guy. So much pinning going on. There's enamel pins. There's pinning comments. There's fountain pins. There's rollerball pins. I don't know. Anyway, congratulations, Cooper, on your Heroes Journal. I want to know if you're still here. Oh, he's in Arizona. That's nice. Cooper, what color do you want? I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you on the spot
what are we
here,
feeling?
Cooper, because you get to pick. You get to pick whatever color you want.
Yeah.
And since we have everyone here, since everyone's rooting for you, cheering you on, they're happy to see you get your journal.
Of course.
I want to know what color you're choosing.
Yeah.
And
that's
also,
the email, by the way. You can send the color to that email.
Yep. Send it to support@theheroesjournal.co.
No roller pins.
Oh yeah. Well, Tennille has a newfound love.
It's true. Ooh, someone asked Cooper what
Brene
your
finally
quest
got
be.
alive. Sorry?
I don't know if we have to put Cooper all the way on to the questing.
Yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot of
Yeah.
pressure. We don't necessarily need to know the desires of your heart for your quest quite now, but maybe just the color. We'll just start simple. What are we thinking, Cooper? Do we think Wildwood Green? Do we like Dragonfire Red? Mountain Gray?
Royal purple.
Royal Purple. There's so many great options, and trust me, they're all beautiful. In
They
fact,
are
they're
beautiful in their own way.
They're right behind my head.
Oh, I have a new item for the shelf here.
You do?
Cooper went Wildwood Green.
Wildwood Green. Fantastic choice. In fact, if I had to pick one, I think I would say green's probably my favorite color. Would you say that?
Yeah, green's just my favorite color in general.
I see. It's just a really good green. It's like it just has that naturey, adventurous feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
I love Wildwood Green. I love all the colors, but Wildwood Green. We actually just finished Wildwood Green journals, so
True.
hopefully you follow in our footsteps with your newfound free journal.
So my dad bought a house.
Did he?
And he's moving, so he's
Where?
downsizing some stuff in Everett.
Really?
Yeah, North Everett on the Puget.
Really?
Yeah.
Puget. No one calls the Puget Sound the Puget.
Anyways,
They call it the sound.
and he had these magnifying glass. They're from World War I.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, they've been at my house my whole life. I'm sure my mom's in here somewhere and probably
Actually
recognizes
from
these.
World War One.
Yeah, they're apparently from World War One. That's what my dad said.
Really?
Yeah.
You know,
So that's a new.
so they're not binoculars. It's like a magnifying glass.
They're looking glasses. Sorry. It's binocs, but it's like it kind of work.
Wow.
But yeah, World War One.
You know, yeah.
It
Wow.
feels like World War One.
You know, it feels more real than they look, if that makes sense. This looks like something from like Pier 1.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was. I was like, where did Kyle get these? But looking into it, you can see the glass is like aged,
Yeah.
and it's like from like a different era. That part is very convincing.
Yeah, and it's like pretty well made.
This is like
you know?
it's like Antique Roadshow all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I could see it going for $13. Just kidding.
Yeah, like, and they're functional. Look like the little.
I know.
thing.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I like moves in and out. We love a good pair of binoculars.
So these are a part of the new YouTube studio. I put them right
I
there.
love it.
So
Cool. Are they standing up or are they like facing? I guess you don't want
I
to.
put
You don't
them
want
like
the glare in them.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's hard to tell what they are that way, but
it's true.
they are cool. Very cool.
That and our new bowl upstairs. That wooden bowl. See?
See,
My mom's right there.
Kyle's mom confirming it's not fake. Another fun fact about Kyle's mom is that she was the first backer
Oh,
On our-
to send her that pin.
on our Kickstarter. Wait, what?
My mom has been asking me to send her the original Heroes Journal mentor pin for probably 6 months, and I am just the worst son. I keep forgetting to send it.
From the vault.
But now, because she was the winner, I can help her finish her collection. So,
Someone just gave a little compliment to your mug.
to this mug?
Yeah. It's like it's an interesting mug. It's like a Pennywise meets like a cat mug.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of I like it. It's cool.
Yeah, Mad Dog got it for us. My
That's
stepmom.
right.
Just all the parents
Yeah,
get
wow.
represented here.
Kyle's parents are all over.
Yeah,
This
they're all
live
over the
stream.
place.
All right, guys, we have to hop on a meeting at 3, but you guys are all very wonderful heroes. Thank you so much for tuning in to Free Journal Friday. We love live streaming with you guys. We will be back on here tomorrow at 10 or 11 or what
11.
Are we saying? 11 tomorrow. So if you come to the Saturday morning live streams, coffee talk, very laid back, very chill. We can talk about whatever. That starts at 11 tomorrow.
And if you have a charitable organization you could think of, I need them to be very specific.
Very specific.
Be like it don't like the boy like I love the Boys and Girls Club. I need it to be like the Boys and Girls Club on 18th Avenue in San Antonio. Like I need it to be because I need to know where to send the journals.
Yeah.
So I love I love the ideas. Thank you so much for them. If you have an organization you love, specifics are great.
Yeah.
So that way we can actually go make some people's lives a little bit better.
Make the world a little better. All right, y'all. Happy questing. We'll see